Right, so by far the best company I think of when it comes to just customer experience has to be Zappos.com. And in case people aren't familiar, they essentially sell shoes online, which sounds completely boring, but in terms of customer service, they're, in my mind, a revolutionary company. I only have one experience with them, but I'll talk a little bit about what they have done in the past. So my experience is I ordered a pair of work shoes, and shoes is kind of the thing where, you know, it's one of those products that you really need to try on. So again, it's kind of a hard thing to buy online. But I ended up buying a pair of shoes. The website, for one, is really great. I mean, they've got so many different views of things, and, you know, it's just descriptions and reviews. So to the best that the internet can, they really make you feel like you're in an actual store. So the first cool thing about Zappos is they have free overnight shipping. Just period. So you don't have to pay for it. And the reason they do that is they say that they want you to feel like, or at least when you're making a purchase such as shoes or, you know, just any kind of apparel, that customers like going in stores because they get kind of that instant gratification, that instant satisfaction of buying something and having it there. And so they realize that online you don't get that, and they want to make that as, you know, as quick as possible. So if you order something with Zappos before 2 or 3 p.m., it'll show up on your doorstep the next morning. So that was the first thing I was really impressed with. I ordered my shoes, and the next day they were just there. But unfortunately, my shoes squeaked. Work shoes walking around the halls and squeaking is just not a good idea. So, you know, I called them back again, same kind of thing where I just really wanted to take them back, and they had no problems with that. In fact, I think Zappos has a 1-year return policy, no questions asked. You can call them up 300 days later and say, I am not happy with my purchase, and they will take it back, no questions asked. So I essentially told them that, you know, my shoes were squeaky. They sent a shipping label. It was a seamless process, and then, you know, just sent me a new pair of shoes, I think is what I ended up doing. So it wasn't a huge interaction with them, but it was easy. So to me, what that means is that, you know, next time I order from them, I won't have any hesitation in terms of, you know, I'm buying the wrong product, what if it's defective, because I know if anything goes wrong, it's you know, I don't have to worry about it. I've heard other stuff about Zappos, and I actually had the chance to listen to a presentation by the two owners, and they told two stories that I thought were really, really impressive. The first one was, so they train the customer service people to just take care of the customer no matter what. It doesn't even have to be shoe related. They just want to please you when you're on the phone. So one story they said is that, well, actually a kind of a side story is that if they can't find the shoe or they don't have your shoe online, the customer service person will get on the internet, on the phone, and find you a competitor. You know, they'll recommend competitors to you if they can't find your shoe, which I think is pretty impressive. But the two impressive stories I was going to talk about is, one is the owner was actually in San Diego or somewhere in Southern California for a conference. I think it was a Skechers conference, and you know, they were boasting about how great their customer service reps were to the Skechers people, and the Skechers people did not believe, or, you know, kind of calling their bluff, saying that, you know, that these customer service reps, yeah, they'll help you, but not to the extent that, you know, that Skechers thought that they would. So what ended up happening is that I think it was pretty late at night, and they had actually all had quite a bit to drink, and they called Zappos, and what they told the customer service person was that we're not trying to buy any shoes, we just don't have internet access, and we're trying to find pizza. And instead of the customer service person hanging up and saying, you know, we really don't do that, she was online for at least 5 to 10 minutes and actually found a pizza place and ordered pizza for these people. And so the Skechers people were just blown away. They were just like, wow, if a company is, you know, has the kind of the culture and the mindset that you can call them and order pizza, you know, it's one of those things where you really feel like, you know, this company is looking after you. The other impressive story I heard was that, so this lady ordered shoes for her husband, and apparently or unfortunately the next day the husband died, and so the lady obviously called back and wanted to return the shoes, and of course, you know, being the great company that they are, there's no questions asked, they returned the shoes. But what was even more impressive is that the customer service representative, you know, not being asked by anybody, by her manager, it's not company policy, actually sent flowers to the lady the next day. And so this is the owners telling me this, that you know, this this person who ordered the shoes was just blown away by the fact that this company did that. And, and again, it's not part of their it's not part of their policy or their protocol to do this. It's just Zappos hires nice, customer-friendly people, and because of this, one of the nice consequences is that this lady went off and told everybody she knew about this company, and she's definitely a customer for life. So yeah, in short, I think Zappos kind of realizes what business is going to be in the future. Everything in this world is getting cheaper. Everything is becoming a commodity, and really the only thing companies have left in terms of how they distinguish themselves is how they treat their customers. They've done a lot of research that it's much more expensive to try and find a new customer than to retain an old customer. So I think Zappos has that down. They definitely have it for me, at least.